Nearly 200 years ago, a stretch of railroad linked a small Mississippi town with the river port at St. Francisville, Louisiana.
That was the beginning of one of the oldest railroads in America. Dave McNamara brings us the story in the heart of Louisiana.
This bright orange caboose marks the location of one of America's earliest railroads, the West Feliciana Railroad, a 26-mile line that once connected St. Francisville, Louisiana to Woodville, Mississippi. The rail line was built to move cotton from plantations to the busy Mississippi River port at Bayou Sara, located below St. Francisville.
Buggies and carriages and wagons just took forever. So their idea was that if they had a railroad, everybody could just load their cotton on the train and take it to St. Francisville, and that would be expedient. Lee Lewis is editor and publisher of the Woodville Republican, a newspaper that reported on the need for the railroad in the 1820s. In St. Francisville, the railroad story is preserved inside the West Feliciana Museum.
It had two big drive wheels on the back, and then it had 4 guide wheels on the front.
Museum curator Cliff Deal points to a picture of one of the earliest engines used to pull freight cars to St. Francisville. Louisiana gave the railroad a charter in 1831.
It was the third chartered railroad in America.
But it took 10 years to finish construction, delayed by labor and financial problems, and even an explosion that destroyed a shipment of rails.
All of the rail that was being shipped in from England on a steamboat pulled up to the docks in Bayou Sara and exploded.
The West Feliciana Railroad was eventually sold to the Illinois Central. This caboose, used on the local line, is now part of a roadside historical marker that attempts to keep the railroad's history alive.
And then you were involved in trying to get this old caboose restored, right? Tell me about that.
So I went and got the research for it. I got the numbers on the caboose and painted it so that it represents the beautiful Illinois Central orange that they used to have on the caboose and the engines.
The St. Francisville and Bayou Sara depots are gone. So is the one at the other end of the line in Woodville. But this 2-story building at Woodville's town square is the original railroad bank, built in the 1830s.
That was how they were going to make money to fund the railroad.
And Lewis remembers when the railroad shut down nearly 50 years ago.
So we all went and waved goodbye, and so it was 1978.
Today, even the railroad tracks are gone. It's only the stories, a few artifacts, and photos of old engines that helped build these communities that are preserved in 2 town museums at opposite ends of the line. With the heart of Louisiana, Dave McNamara, Fox 8 Local First.
Most of the artifacts from the old railroad are located at the West Feliciana Museum in St. Francisville. To learn more, go to heartoflouisiana.com.